My name is Sarah Hazell Pickering, and participation is my motto. That's why I volunteer. To give you an idea of these activities, here's a quick list. Listen closely. I solo coached a netball team, I umpire, I'm on the SRC, I was a peer support leader, I was a reader-writer for exams, I sing in the church choir, I read at mass, I was part of our school musical, I play flute in the school band, I go to Relay for Life, I'm a youth helper in Scouts, I fundraise for our school Scouts for Heart Foundation, and last weekend I was at the Trial Bay Triathlon, volunteering both so that fantastic event could go ahead, but also in my Venturous Scout uniform to raise funds for my unit. I find all these activities rewarding, but when I can see how others have improved and succeeded because of my efforts, that is the best reward of all. As a netball coach with an 11 and 12-year-old girls team, I was a coach who improved their netball skills, certainly, but I was also a role model, teaching them about participation and how to get along. Their semi-final win was all the reward I needed. As per my motto, I'm enthusiastic about so many activities, but my most passionate activity is the Scouting movement. I've been a member since I was 9 and have had the best opportunities a girl could have. I've learnt key skills for life: organisation, reliability, teamwork. But it's the attitude that will always stick with me. You can do anything. You can jump off cliffs, as long as you know how to abseil. You can climb to the top of the mountain, even after 4 hard days of hiking. Women can have equality all across the world because anything is possible. Do you know what else is possible? For everyone to have an understanding and empathy for other cultures and customs. I'm really lucky in this manner to have learnt this thoroughly at my school, Aurora High School. And I'm not just saying that because my principal's here. If I could trace the origins of Aurora's students on a world map, my pen would go over and over and over. Much like Jetty High School, we have loads of refugee students. We also have a large Aboriginal population who are very aware of their Gumbaynggirr heritage. I've made friends with many of these refugees. They're in my maths classes and they're great at dancing and soccer. They love it just as much as us Australians, and it makes a rich multicultural atmosphere that I'm so glad to be a part of. In the mock United Nations Assembly, I found an even deeper understanding of cultural perspective. My partner Brianna and I, ironically, represented Syria, a predominantly Islamic country where women's rights are not top priority. Thus, I really had to get my head around a completely different culture system with beliefs polar to my own. Our best argument, however, was that discrimination against Islamic religions in the guise of the fight against terrorism is completely unfair. I researched Syria's many issues: civil war, human rights abuses, like trying to test chemical weapons on their own people. Among this were instances of a practice that gives me goosebumps to hear about. And yet I know it can be stopped. Known on the omnipresent internet as FGM, I'm talking about female genital mutilation. It isn't a topic considered polite dinner conversation. Most of you are probably uncomfortable with it. But I'm not going to apologise, because I'm here for the 300 million women and girls who have experienced more pain and disfigurement than I will ever know. While you squirm at this thought, just consider how much more uncomfortable it is for girls who have parts of their bodies hacked away, who die in pain from infection, or when in giving birth their bodies are ripped open again. It can be fought though, and it can be conquered. Let's make this a dinner conversation. Let's talk about how terrible it is. Most of all, let's talk about just how unacceptable FGM is. Let's use the resources we have at our fingertips today. We have the World Wide Web with which to spread the word. Tonight, after you leave, you can go to nofgmoz.com to like, post, share, hashtag, tweet, blog, and convey this message all across the world, loud and clear. FGM is not acceptable. We can cut it out if we let the world know. And female genital mutilation. Thank you very much.